Hi, my name is Christian and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you some tips and also some things that you should consider when scheduling your GMAT preparation. Before we go into the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, also the notification icon, and if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Okay, so let's go. Here on my computer. So first, for how long should your GMAT preparation last? Now, there are many different cases, and sometimes the answer is it depends. It depends on your situation. But typically, you want to look at around 3 to 4 months. For example, if you are 1 month into your preparation and you feel like you're not getting the result that you want, you are starting to feel a little bit desperate, it's 1 month. I mean, most people do it in 3 months, 4 months, and there are some people who do it in more time. So if you're just 1 month in, don't beat yourself up. Don't try to rush it. It might take a little bit more time, okay? Next, it's also going to depend on what's your approach, right? If you are self-taught, if you are studying by yourself, looking at online forums, or just using books, or reviewing other material, that takes time too, because you have to figure out the structure, you have to figure out what are the traps, what are the main ideas for the different concepts, and so you have to do it all by yourself from scratch. If you start with a guide, it could be an online course, it could be a tutor, it could be like a group class also, that cuts the preparation time too. But it also depends, because sometimes group classes, they don't go too much in depth, so it's nearly the same as doing it on your own or using books. It's going to depend. Also, it depends on your job, okay? Because I know everybody has a job when they are preparing for the GMAT, and it depends, right? There are some jobs that are more demanding than others. For example, consultants, right? They travel a lot. They have big projects coming up. And if that's your case, then just make sure to have it on your schedule. I mean, for example, if you know there's a big project coming up in about a month or two, then maybe you want to squeeze more time before that, or try to see if you can be ready for your exam before that. Because sometimes when there's this big project and it throws you off track, it makes you study very little during that time period. When you come back to your regular study schedule, it's not that you have stayed there, it's that you have gone back, if you know what I mean. So you have to review material again, and it's just going to take a little bit longer, so take that into account. Also, if you have vacation time, that's actually good news, right? If you get vacation time, sometimes students reserve vacation time for right before the exam, and sometimes it's in the hope of learning everything they haven't learned before, but that's not what I would suggest. If you could get vacation time at the beginning of your preparation in order to have a clear foundation, for example, if you're going through an online course, you don't want to do 15 minutes a day, because it's not going to be effective. If you can do a lot of that course or that book, or with a tutor, in a short period of time, for example 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then that's going to help you out more than if you space it out too much. Okay, so what's your plan? What's your calendar look like? Well, I mentioned the calendar because the calendar is going to be your best friend here. You want to use the calendar in order to set the appointments that you have with yourself in order to study. So what that means is that you don't want to leave your study time to chance, or for when there's 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. You want to plan it out ahead. So for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, in the night after you come back from work, or maybe in the morning before going to work, you want to schedule your time there. I would suggest about an hour a day, the minimum, because 15 minutes or 30 minutes, it's a little bit complicated. Sometimes when you are starting your study session, and you don't have a plan, a few minutes can go by just trying to figure out what are you gonna do in that time, because everything seems to grab your attention, right? You have to review this material or this topic or this homework. Everything tries to get your attention. So what I would suggest is that maybe on Sunday or the weekend, try to plan your week. So for example, you know what you're going to do on Monday, what you're going to do on Tuesday or Thursday. And when the time comes, you already know. I mean, you just go right in, you do your stuff, and then you finish, and then you move on. Okay, I think that's going to help you out a lot. Also, make sure to review past material, right? This is especially important because when students are practicing or they're learning this new material, they think that they always have to review new material. So, for example, they do the official guide or they do the GMAT tests, and they tell me that, Christian, do you have new material? I mean, I already finished everything. I want to review more material. And that's good. I mean, they want to try it in new scenarios. But you also have to go back because when teachers get good, it's mostly because they repeat the same material every day. Right? They teach the same thing or the same exercises or the same set of problems every day, right? They review the GMAT prep questions many times per week. So, like, memorize it, okay? And if you review the questions, especially the ones that you got wrong before, and now you do them correctly, and now you do them faster, that's actually a good thing. But if you go back and you still make the same mistake in the questions that you know you got wrong before, then you still need to practice that. Okay? Well, I hope this has been helpful. Again, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That helps a lot with the algorithm. Also, if you can comment below, if you have any questions or also other topics that you want to see me do a video about, I would be grateful as well.